Hello and welcome to New Hope Dairy and Cattle Farm. And we are now early morning May. I thought we'd just start off here at the silage pit. We've got 182,000 litres of silage busy fermenting. It was taken from the grass cut that we started in the last episode. I did mess up a little bit, and because of this way I've built this and how uneven and how steep this little incline is here, I'll have to look at that. The grass that, or the chaff as it is now, that when I was compacting, it spilled outside, I couldn't really pick up. Well, basically with my scraper. I suppose I could have put something else on, but it's a small amount, so yeah, not the best job, but that's 59% fermented already, and of course we'll get silage from that. Right, the next thing that I want to do, well, let's just show you. We're quite murky at the moment in terms of mist. I have cut part of the, well, quite a bit of the meadow. It's starting to grow back already. And then inadvertently I cut this grass field. When I say inadvertently, I don't quite know how I started the worker on it, but in any case that field has been cut a little bit earlier than I expected. We will collect that grass and we will go through a little bit later, towards the end of this episode, and start cutting the other grass field. Then we'll just show you a bit of this collection, just so that we can see how much we're getting from these grass fields. As I say, I think I've cut that one a month too soon. But in any event, that's done. Right, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find a way to finance I think I've thought of a way, let's put it that way, to finance our third goat barn. Modernizing our third goat barn, because we're using the haystack and the MacDon, etc., and we are using the forage pickup trailer to pick up the grass and put it into either straight into the hayloft, or to put it into the hayloft and convert it into hay or make silage. We have these two pieces of baling equipment, so the baler and the trailer that you can see straight ahead of us there, which was the auto loader trailer or the pickup trailer. So I'm going to sell those. I'm going to put them onto the tractor. I'm going to take them down to the shop, and I'm going to sell them for the best possible price, and I'm hoping that will get us up to the 100,000 that we need for the third barn, and then my goats will be well on their way for a while. So, talking too much and I forgot to pick up the trailer. Okay, so we'll pick up the trailer and then I will see you at the shop. Right, so here we're at the shop. We'll go and get this repaired. Shouldn't have much repairing, and paint it up just to get the best price. So let's pull this into here. Well, this is where we would sell it in any event. So let's go and have a look and see. There it is there. So we'll repair it for 41. Not too much in the way of repairs. Repainting is a little bit more. Yes. And then we can sell it for 64,000 odd. Yes. Okay, that's that done. So we're now just about up there. So if we get the baler in, we should be able to do it. So I'll go and fetch the baler and I'll see you back down here. Well, here we are back at the shop with the baler. And we'll just do the same thing with that. Get it all spruced up, ready for sale. Right, so repair, not much at all, and even the painting is not too much. Yep, and then we can sell that. We'll get another just under 40,000 for that. Yes. Right, brilliant. So that's pretty much going to pay for the building of that shed. Just hop in the tractor and we'll go and do that straight away. We'll have to collect the milk as well, so what I'll do is I'll just put the, when I get back up to the top there, I'll put the loader, the front end loader on to this tractor, and then we'll go down, pick up the milk that should be there, bring it into the dairy. We should have quite a bit of stuff to sell actually. I think we've got our front end loaded. Yep, there it is there. I'll put the weight on the back just to balance it out. We'll have to come back and fetch our stick to just herd out the goats that are there. I think this is the pen with the babies in it actually. It is indeed. So what we'll do is we'll just collect this milk, the milk that is here. Let's have a look and see how much it is first of all. It's probably definitely not full. It's only 178 litres. So it's still very, very slow. The production of goat milk, we're going to have to increase our herd substantially. But we'll have a look and see if there's anything else that can be put into the pens. What we'll do is we'll get this up, we'll go and put it into the dairy. And then we'll swap over to our quad bike and bring down the walking stick, or the herdsman's stick should I say. Even though this new series is concentrating on goats, the goats work is pretty slow. We're still spending the majority of our time looking after the cows, really, which is to be expected, of course. Yep, alright, good stuff. Let's get this in there. Go. We should have some stuff to sell. Certainly looks like we've got plenty to sell. Oh, and we've got plenty in storage as well. Should have a good sale day. Next month we're going to put the majority of stuff back in here. Ooh, we left the door open to the cheese room. That's not good. Can't have flies and stuff going in there. Right, let's go and get our herdsman stick and get that barn upgraded. Now I did put some grass into the other two new barns because we didn't really increase the meadow size, but I'm not too bothered about whether I'm feeding grass or meadow, as long as the grass has come from the meadow basically. that makes any sense. It probably doesn't, but I'll try and explain it to you when you get down there. The farm is pretty big now, really. Right, so we're back down at the goat shed, and we're going to see about upgrading this shed here. We've got enough money now, and let's go and pick up our herding stick. So we do need to take the animals out first, of course, and we have already taken the milk out. Right, so we've got these ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll move the selected over to the trailer, move 7 to the trailer. Okay, and let's go and put those back on the quad bike, just so that we know where they are. And there we go. We'll strap them in. Let's just make sure that the animals are out of here. Did have a little problem. And yeah, the animals are out, so we should have no problem now. I did have a little problem where I couldn't load them in, and it turned out that I had been moving some cows from the calf pens to the main pens, and I'd forgotten to put 3 of them in there. So of course you can't add different types of animals into the trailer at the same time. So let's have a look and see. And you go into our build mode, and we go on there, and we can sell that. Yes, okay, right, and now we want to build our upgraded version, which should be at the bottom here somewhere. Or where is it? Oh, it's not sheds. It'll be under animals, won't it? And sheep. There we go. Is that it? Yep, that's it. So let's try and get this going. Try and get it to fit in. There we go. Yes. Right, there we go. So we've got our new barn in. Put our animals back in. How's that looking there? How's that fitted in? Is it alright? Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Let's get the doors open so we can get the animals in. I think we'll close the outside ones. And then this will basically complete our upgrade of sheds. I think we put the animals in here somewhere. Yep. And we'll select them all and move the selected to husbandry. Okay. There we go. The problem now is with the upgrade and the small problems it created, you're kind of feeling like any little thing that goes wrong is related to that, rather than sometimes your own stupidity as this was in my case here. Right, so we've got the animals in there. Yep. So we've got our 3 posh barns with our goats in them. I think while we're down here we'll have a look and see if we can buy any more decent breeding stock. So let's have a look and see. We need to get down to goats. Well, we've only got 1 there, so yeah, we'll leave it at that for now. And I think we can have a look in here and see that we have put some grass in. So food, we've got 11,000 litres of grass in there, so we will be feeding grass. Whoa, luckily they didn't run away. Left the gate open. Do we have grass in here? We should have grass in here as well. We've got 11,800 in there. Is it the same in this one? Yep, more or less the same in that one. I think this one has got nothing in now because we would have had to scrap the grass that we bought, or that we had in the other one. In the one that we upgraded from, I think we had about 13,000 litres of grass in there. So we got meadow, which is not going to feed them for long. So we'll go and get some feed now. Put that in there, put some grass in there. I did collect some grass and put it into the hayloft, or the haystack. So hopefully we've still got some grass there, and then we can just put a load in there, and that should last for a few months really, between the meadow and the grass that they'll have available to them. Right, where's my tractor now? Okay, so I'll get that all hitched up and we'll see you once we have got that done. Right, so here we are back down at the goat barns. We've got 12,000 litres worth of grass. It was freshly mowed yesterday, and we'll put that into... Please switch the engine off. It's one of those days when things are just not working out again. I seem to be having a lot of those days lately. In any case, so that really completes our upgrade of our goat barns. I'm much happier with the ones that we've got now. I'm able to control the feed a bit more. Yeah, much happier. We'll put in some more roads and make that a little bit more farmyardy around there, rather than just plonked in the middle of a field. But I'll sort that out off camera. You've seen me doing that umpteen times in this series now. Right, so it looks like the fog has lifted, so to end off this episode, I think what I'll do is I'll just take you down to the grass. We'll get the grass, get the MacDon onto a worker. That is one of the reasons why we put the fields on, besides getting extra healed, so that we could do it with workers and leave ourselves a bit more time to work on our stock. I'm still not quite happy with the way we have all our cows working and our cattle working, and in terms of breeding, etc. I'm still not 100% happy with that. I know it's been months and months while I've been working on this. There we go. But yeah, I have some other thoughts. Oh dear, am I ever going to get it right? But as I go along I think of different things. So let's sort that out. Number of headlands, 1. It should be able to do it on 1. I think we must start with the up and down. Should we start with the up and down? Not really necessary, I suppose. So let's just get going. A, okay, and B, get it going. And away the Macdon goes. Does work at a reasonable click. Of course you don't need a windrow to pick it up, although the width of cut is not that great. It'd be nice if you could have a slightly wider cutting area in the front. Shouldn't take too much of a problem to turn around. Yeah, I did kind of round off some of the corners. So we will be converting a lot of our meadow to grass fields as we go along. This is a little bit more square down here. Except for we'll leave meadows where we've got cows or cattle that we want to feed mainly on meadows, so mainly our beef stock. I think the same could actually apply for our water buffalo as well. Although we want to get more production, more milk production going on our water buffaloes, we're going to have to be paying more attention to that. I think a lot of them are pregnant now, so we should be able to start getting a reasonable amount of milk fairly soon. Right, we'll leave that to that. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and collect the grass that was cut late last night. And we'll see how much we get from here. So let's get that down. Of course, this I'll have to do myself. A slightly odd-shaped field, but we'll see how much we get from here. Should get a reasonable amount. And then of course we'll have to go and buy ourselves some sort of roller to maximize our grass potential. But we will do that. That's probably in the next episode. Right, so I will get this done. And then once we have cleared this field, we'll be able to have a look and see how much we've got, what sort of yield we got from this field. Right, so you're back with me and we're just about finished now. Well, collecting the grass off this field. We had 155,000, so we should get around about 160,000 litres off this field. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Well, it's going to be a little bit under. Not far under, but a little bit under. Let's just go and have a look and see what it says of the field now. pH value is still okay. Nitrogen still okay. But yeah, we will give it a roll. We'll go and buy a roller. That's probably in the next episode. Let's go and get this offloaded. And then we'll go and see how our Macdon is doing. Or Mac the Don, as I like to call it. So we'll put this into the haystack. Let it dry off into hay. I'm not too worried whether I feed hay or grass to the sheep and to the animals in the meadows. So that's, there we go. So you can see we should have had some hay producing. Yeah, we've got about 27,000 litres of hay. We've got about 170,000 litres worth of grass in there now. And we've still got plenty of meadow to cut as well. Just take a quick shortcut through here. I don't want to put a road through there because that's part of the field for the beef cattle. I can go and park this up and get this ready. The wheat has still got a little way to go. I think we stage 5 out of 8 or somewhere along there. So Macdon finished, has it? It's still got a little way to go. While it's finishing off, we'll just start collecting the grass, and we'll do that off camera. It's a pretty boring operation to sit and watch. Well, there we go. We didn't even switch it on. Told you we were having one of those days. Actually, to be fair, the amount of times I've done that over the years that I've been playing Farming Simulator is just not worth thinking about. So down, turn it on. There we go. That'll help a bit. So we should get a whack out of this. I would be disappointed if we don't get well over 200,000 off this field, because this has grown an extra month. And it's where I would believe the sweet spot is between growing and cutting. Go down to the bottom, we'll see where the Macdon is. Once the Macdon's finished cutting, we'll end this episode. And then we will do another episode with perhaps making another field, or at least bringing in the rest of the meadow. And we will have a look and see if we can do something with trying to find some decent or some additional goat females to put into our goat pens. Macdon is, well, we're following it now. That's probably going to finish as we get up to the top. Disappears into the mist. Got 20,000 and just, it's still got a bit of room to go there. Just wait for it to finish off. Pretty much think that will be finished now. Yep, it has. And parked exactly where I want to go. So I'll get out, sort that out, and then we will, as I said, we will look about rolling these fields in the next episode. And yep, do a little bit more work on the goats, try and get a little bit more stock going there. We're not getting a lot of milk in at all at the moment. And then we've also got to, which we'll do in the next episode, first thing in the next episode is clear our milk out, go and do some milk sales, and then we will roll these fields, and that should take care of the next episode. Oh, there, I've done it again. Did I switch it off? Actually switch it off this time? You can always tell because you go too fast. In any case, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you've enjoyed it, and if you're enjoying the series, please like and subscribe. And we'll catch you on the next one. Cheerio.